Welcome back and thanks for stopping by. On this episode, I'm going to share my recent trip to the record store with you. But before I do that, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you could also like, share, comment and hit the notification bell, all that stuff helps out my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so let's dive in here. My local record store, the closest one to me, is located in Drogheda. It's called Big Moon Records and it's on Lawrence Street in Drogheda. And I went there last week over the holidays just to see what I could pick up and see what I could find. It's a very cool record store. It opened in 2022. They mostly do vinyl, but they also have a big enough section of used CDs, and that's usually where I go digging anytime I go to the record store. There's always something new there. The prices are very, very good, and he also has new releases of CDs there as well. So it's very interesting to run through and see what you can find. So I'm just going to share what I picked up on my last trip. So I found the Pearl Jam album Gigaton, which I had on my want list for a while. It was expensive to get it shipped. I know there's a lot of people selling it on Discogs, but I decided to hold out. I managed to pick this up for €10, which was excellent value, I thought. So this album was released in 2020. It's very cool. If you open it up, you can see they're going for this, kind of looks like the cliffs of Moher in Ireland. But very, very cool imagery there. And I don't know if you can see it at the top, but it actually says here, I think it says Gigaton there. And over here, it's Pearl Jam. So kind of hard to read with the way it's done with the waveforms. But yeah, I think it's a really cool package on the Digipack. And yeah, to be honest, this album, I was actually quite surprised with how good this album is. I know a lot of people give it stick. They say it's kind of a raw production. It was released in 2020 and it was around the time of COVID, so it kind of got lost. The band never had a real opportunity to promote the album or to tour the album, and I think that's why this album kind of fell between the stools. But I think it's a great album. Some of the stuff on this is better than some of the stuff on Dark Matter, their latest release. It is a raw production, but actually from listening to some of the songs on Dark Matter, I think that's actually good because I think some songs on Dark Matter are overproduced, to be honest, even though I think Andrew Watt is a fantastic producer. And I think that album, like, it sounds great and sounds pristine, that Dark Matter album. But to be honest, I think they overdid it on some of the songs, particularly the drums on the song Dark Matter. I've mentioned that before, really don't like that. But you don't get that on this album. It's very odd. And there's also some songs on this where the band switch up instruments. So there's a song called, is it Dance of the Clairvoyants? You've got drum programming by Mark Cameron. Jeff actually plays the keys and the guitar. Stone plays the bass and Mike plays percussion. So they've switched around the roles here and that song sounds completely different. Like it's from the 80s or something. It doesn't sound like a Pearl Jam song. And there's plenty of experimentation on this album. And then there's also plenty of good rock songs as well. So definitely worth checking that out if you haven't already. Pearl Jam's Gigaton from 2020. I also picked up this one here from Soundgarden. Follow-up to 1994 Super Unknown. This is called Down on the Upside. Again, so the Pearl Jam album was €10. This one was €10 as well. Very good value, to be honest, at that. It was a sealed CD, so brand new. And yeah, to be honest with you, Blow Up the Outside World is one of the Soundgarden's best songs. But aside from that, this album has an unbelievable array of great songs. Unbelievable. No Attention is a class song. Pretty Noose, Rhinosaur, Dusty. It's absolutely brilliant. And only €10. So this one was released in 1996. This was the last studio album before the band split up. But yeah, definitely worth picking up. And I'm nearly there on my Soundgarden collection. So I think I have only 1 or 2 more albums to get. And then I have all the Soundgarden studio albums. So looking forward to doing a review on that when I get all those together. I also picked up another Soundgarden album. This was their reunion album from 2012. It's called King Animal. I'm just getting through this one at the minute. Just listened through half of it once, so still in the middle of it. Wouldn't be very familiar with the material on this one, but I have to say production is excellent. Guitar playing and the mixing and everything sounds great. So I'm really, really liking this one. Of course, Chris's voice sounds amazing. So I'll give you a review on that one when I have a complete. Again, so they were all sealed CDs and they were €10 each, which is great value. You know, you can't go wrong. €10 for a sealed CD is great. I remember back at a time paying 18, €19 for a sealed, brand new sealed CD. And like that was just crazy prices at that time. So it's great to pick these up at €10. And then I also got a used CD. Price is still on this one actually. It was U2. It was only €5. This album, what's it called again? Songs of Innocence. Yeah, so this one's from 2014. This one was produced by a number of different people, including a guy called Danger Mouse. So you can really hear the production on this one is very, very polished. It's pristine. And that's a good thing in terms of what U2 were going for on this album. It's kind of a rock album, but there's a lot of pop in there. There's bits of soul and R&B and stuff. It's a different kind of album by U2. But I think of their recent albums, this is probably one of the stronger ones. And I actually went to see U2 play tour this album, and they played a lot of songs off this album live back in 2015, and it was a great show. So yeah, I do like this album, I have to say, of their more recent stuff. It's not a patch on their stuff from the late 80s, early 90s, but I still think it's really, really strong. So yeah, pick that one up secondhand for a €5, and it's actually a double disc, which I haven't had a chance to listen to yet, but I did listen to disc 1 and it sounds amazing. So there you go, guys. That's my my finds from my latest trip to the record store. I'm planning another one very shortly, so I'll definitely put up my finds from that one as well. But Big Moon Records, I've been going there for the last 2 years in Drogheda. Jason's running a great shop there. If you're in the area, definitely go down, check him out. He's got plenty of vinyl, thousands and thousands of vinyl there, but he's also got CDs, and I think he even does some cassettes. And he's always got great music playing in the background there on vinyl when you go into the store. So definitely be sure to check him out if you're in the area. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.